Okay, so before I start explaining what I'm trying to say, know that this is not a review of the movie. While making this video, I have not seen the movie yet, but it doesn't really matter. Even if the movie is amazing or really bad, it really doesn't change what I'm talking about here. This video is about the concept behind the movie and the huge missed opportunity that come from the character of Black Widow in the MCU. This video is not about the movie we got, but about the movie we could have received. The first point I want to bring up in this video is one that has been made and talked about by a lot of other YouTubers, so I will keep it short. And it is that this movie was made too late. This movie really is in the wrong phase of the MCU. A Black Widow movie would have made way more sense in the earlier phase of the MCU. That way we would have cared more for the character earlier on. I'm not saying that I didn't care for Black Widow in Avenger 1 and 2, but that I cared way more for characters that had their own movie like Captain America and Tony Stark. I mean, you can make a good prequel story, but I don't know why they didn't make this movie before Endgame. They could have just made Black Widow instead of Captain Marvel, since they only made Captain Marvel because they wanted to make a female lead cape flick. And Black Widow has been in the MCU since Iron Man 2. I mean, really, come on Marvel, you're about to kill the first female Avenger of the MCU and want to make a female superhero movie and decide to make Captain Marvel instead? Guys, the freaking universe set everything in place, you just had to fucking swing the ball and you fucking missed it. Alright, this is nothing new, but I felt like I had to mention it. But the real reason why I think this Black Widow movie is a big missed opportunity is because of what this movie could have been. I'm sure the movie we're getting is at least an alright spy thriller movie with a charismatic lead, but I think that making a movie about the origin story of the character could have been a big game changer for the MCU.
I have a very specific skill set. I didn't care who I used it for, or on. I got on S.H.I.E.L.D.'s radar in a bad way. Agent Barton was sent to kill me.
Black Widow was introduced in Iron Man 2, but we frankly didn't know shit about the character in this movie. It's only in Avenger that we got a glimpse at her character, at what the character is about and where she's coming from. And what we learned was frankly super interesting. Apparently she was a full-on bad guy at the time, killing a bunch of innocent people. When she talked to Loki, I think she talked about the hospital, and the way they talked about it, I feel like she burned the hospital herself full of civilian people, and that's really fucked up but also super captivating. I always liked the concept of the Winter Soldier. The character is great. He's a guy that was brainwashed into killing innocent people and doing other messed up stuff, and now that he gained back control, he feel like he have to amend for his action. It's really interesting, and I wish Falcon and Winter Soldier explored it a bit more, but what made Black Widow's backstory a bit more interesting to me is that it was not brainwashing that made her a bad guy. She was raised to be one, and had to learn to become a hero. It was not a on and off switch like the Winter Soldier, and I think this is the most interesting part of her character. That would have been a sick ass concept for a movie, almost a reverse Joker if you will. The movie could have opened with Black Widow burning the hospital or killing an innocent person. Then it could have dived into the psychology of someone raised as an assassin and that is slowly breaking her own messed up understanding of the world and slowly becoming the hero she is today. Oh, and the antagonist of the movie could have been Hawkeye. This could be a movie about how they meet each other, and Hawkeye could have been the one that helped her in her journey from villain to hero. That would be so interesting. Having a trilogy of movies transforming the character from a cold-blooded murderer into the self-sacrificing hero she is in Endgame would have made her sacrifice all the more heroic and powerful. And making the movie before Endgame but after Avenger would have been the perfect time to do it. We could have had the amazing movie about a villain turning into a hero that will end up finally dying to save the world as the ultimate act of redemption. But now it's way too late to make the movie. They really fucked up their chance to do it. And I know that this is probably not a movie Marvel would made, probably because they want to sell merch of all their character, and showing how evil Black Widow was in her backstory would have made her a character that will not appeal to kids. But I personally think that this could have made her a really different and much more interesting character in the long run. In the end, I liked the character that we got and felt sad during her sacrifice, but I feel like they could have handled the character way better. I feel like Black Widow has a lot of untapped potential in the movies. In Endgame, we know how far she's come, but we never feel it. We never feel her character arc because we didn't see it. And that is a huge missed opportunity. Well, that's all I wanted to say. Tell me what you think in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe and check our other stuff. Anyway, peace out.